we're going to start off with a question. How many of you all know what psychological safety is? In the chat, if you will put yes or no. Because safety culture starts at the top. If the leadership has bought into safety, then everybody's buying into safety. Is safety important for your organization? So how do you show that as a manager? Here are a few ways that organizations typically show that safety is important. Regular safety training, having an actual safety plan, as well as supporting and enforcing the safety policies and procedures that are in place. And companies and organizations required to provide safety training. For the most part, most of that centers on OSHA safety training. I always say that I am the other safety, and that includes not only psychological safety, but that includes personal safety, keeping your employees safe even when they're off the clock. The bottom line is it impacts your bottom line to the tune of billions of dollars. If your employees are off the clock, if they are victimized, whether it's an assault, a burglary, anything that impacts them, that impacts your company, your organization, because you're going to have time off. This is one of those fluffy topics. It is not a fluffy topic. It is very real. The definition, the simple definition of psychological safety is the belief that you won't be punished or humiliated for speaking up with questions, ideas, concerns, or mistakes. Bottom line is your staff, your employees need to feel comfortable coming to you to share any kind of concerns, safety related or otherwise. My focus today will be the safety related concerns. A Gallup poll found that organizations that increase psychological safety, they make it easier for employees to be more engaged, and they'll be safer as they work, and that's going to increase productivity. So it does have a direct impact to getting work done. One single thing came out of all of that research. What made a team great at Google was psychological safety. Now, what you also need to know is what psychological safety is not. One of the most important things in any safety program, as you all know, is that if you see something, you need to say something. John broke a rule. He veered away from our established safety procedure. If they have psychological safety, you're going to get those kind of reports. If they don't, you won't hear it, and there was a dangerous act that occurred on your watch that you will never know about unless something goes wrong. Their allegiance to their coworker, they feel that they have to keep their mouth closed, even if it's a safety issue. Your people should not be afraid of talking to you. Want to avoid being shunned or shamed. One of the core principles of psychological safety is that people should not be afraid of making mistakes. If my people have a problem or an issue, do they know clearly how to report it? They can report any issues, concerns, observances, any violation. The first words out of your mouth are thank you for coming to share this with me. They're going to tell you everything. Real world examples of how psychological safety could land your organization in the headlines if you don't address it. So if Susie does not feel psychologically safe to come to you as a manager, then that's going to be an issue. What's going to happen if people are bullied and they don't feel comfortable coming to you saying, hey, there's a problem? When it comes to something that you see going on, your managers have said, tell us anything, tell us everything. We want to know. You have to have psychological safety where you're comfortable and you know you're not going to get in trouble, or you know there won't be retaliation and that you won't be targeted because you spoke up. We better pay attention. So that's why psychological safety is suddenly a big deal.